Alright, so as you see on the bottom, well, in the title screen, that we have, I have some reasons why that there may be a Switch version of Spyro Reignited Trilogy coming out, and a reason why it won't come out, and a reason why it should come out. So, the reasons why it would come out, why we would have a Switch version, is because Activision is a greedy company. Let's be honest. Activision only makes these games for the money. So, right now, and hold on, let me go demonstrate, well, show one of the things why it hasn't released yet. One of the things about this, why it would come out in 2019, is, let's be honest, Pokemon and Super Smash Brothers release not too long from one another. Like Friday, I know people probably watch this many years later because I know that there will be people that will like to reminisce on a lot of videos. And you people know who you are, where you watch videos when even how when they're old, you know what I'm trying to say. So what why it will happen, excuse me, is because of the sales numbers. And why would it happen in 2019 would be because, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee just came out. Smash comes out literally in 2 weeks. And I know some people be like, "Oh, it's Sunday, November 18th, 2018. The game comes out, it's 3 weeks." The way I see it, Sunday is the beginning of the week. Monday's just the beginning of the work week. So yeah. And Smash and Pokemon, and I'm sure Activision knows this as well, that they're gonna kill themselves in sales. Now, why it will also happen, why I have a feeling it may happen, is because Crash Bandicoot came out on Nintendo Switch. Why wouldn't it? And then Diablo will, I think it did come out already, or is about to be coming out. But yeah, that's two Activision IPs right there. So yeah, I guess it maybe there's, especially with Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, there's really no excuse to why Spyro Reignited Trilogy cannot be put on Nintendo Switch. Except for, Smash coming out and Pokemon just came out. But other than that, there would be absolutely no excuse. Zero excuses. I mean, they were something about, oh, well, cartridge size would be too small. Crash Bandicoot has all three games. The original three games from the PlayStation 1. The same thing with Spyro. There's no excuse to that. We'll move on with that one. So yeah, money and the fact that there are other Activision IPs already on Nintendo Switch. Activision will do anything for money. Well, except putting Black Ops 4 on Nintendo Switch, but let's be honest, that fucking game is shit. No single player campaign, really? Just the same rehashed bullshit. Just without people being able to walk on walls like spiders and flying in the air like fucking birds. Whatever. Now let's go on to why it may not happen. And this one, of course, going on to the whole Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, and why I bring, yeah, just excuses. Activision probably will make an excuse to why it's not even coming out at all. Right now, they already made the save space would be too low for our games, for all three Spyro games, even though we put Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy on Nintendo Switch. And that would be an excuse. That's an excuse. And the big one right now, this is the big one. Activision simply doesn't care. I could be wrong, but let's just be honest with Activision's track record. Infinite Warfare. When it had came out, did people will get mad about it? Yeah, they did. But did Activision care? No. What about with Black Ops 4 and people not liking there's no single player campaign? Granted, there are a lot of people who don't even play the single player campaign, but there's a huge amount that do play single player campaign. It's just not as big as the people who play multiplayer only, which is whatever. I don't I don't get some of the stuff that Activision's doing right now. And then the latest thing that shows they don't care, Diablo Immortal, the not out of season April Fool's joke. Because it's not an April Fool's joke. No, they were dead serious. And much like a Switch version of Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Activision, yes, Blizzard is owned by Activision now. That they said the same thing about how they have no plans right now. Which, in a way, it's more like we don't care. We're probably just gonna make it completely mobile. And oh yeah, with Spyro, yeah, we're just gonna keep it on PS4 and Xbox One. We're not gonna even make a Switch version because we don't care. That's that would be the that would be the big reason. I mean, other than the fact that they'll make an excuse. Yeah, they make an excuse saying well the data size would be too big for a Switch cartridge. Blah 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 blah. Excuse after excuse. They probably already have those excuses written down. And here's why they should put it on Nintendo Switch. Let's be honest. Not a lot of people are just going to go out and buy a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, especially if they can't afford either of those consoles and can only afford a Nintendo Switch. That's the one reason why. I'm not going to waste my money for a PS4 for one fucking game. I'm not going to waste my money for an Xbox for one fucking game. No. Those consoles are too expensive. Plus, you get a better experience. I mean, sure, the PS4 and Xbox One kind of do have a good experience, but being able to take the game on the go is more of a better experience, in my opinion. But yeah, don't worry, I'm not done yet with that. Then the other thing, Activision really wants that money, but if they want to show that they care about the consumer, that they need to listen to what the people want. Nobody wants a Diablo Immortal only on mobile, filled with microtransactions. Nobody who owns a Nintendo Switch and doesn't have any plans to buy an Xbox One or PS4 just for Spyro is gonna go buy two expensive consoles just for one game. A lot of people but yeah, these excuses that Activision the excuse that I heard about what Jordan Fringe said about what he said. Well, Activision saying to him about how that bullshit excuse, which honestly, Activision's just pulling a bullshit excuse, saying that, let's just be honest, Activision, you don't care about your consumer base, because you would by now retract, you would have canceled Diablo Immortal. And I'm going to tell you another reason why they should. I mean, it's kind of tying into the money. Activision, first of all, your stock is dropping because of Diablo Immortal. You, like I say, you should be desperate. Let's be honest. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why it would also come out, is Activision would be too desperate because of the stock dropping. But right now, yeah, Activision, you ain't got an actual excuse, besides for now with Pokemon and Super Smash Brothers. But releasing the game in, well, next year, yeah, you can play the waiting game all you want, but if you're not going to listen to the consumer, then why should anyone buy anything from you anymore? I mean, you have neglected a lot of your other franchises. Prototype, let's start from that. Your stock is dropping. So, a Nintendo Switch version of Spyro Reignited Trilogy, though it may not save your stock, it'll still help it get higher. But you have neglected many of your franchises. True Crime, Prototype. Shit, what were the other ones? The ones that I really like, to be honest, you've neglected. I've actually wanted another True Crime, or at least a re-release of Streets of LA. Definitely Prototype. But you're neglecting your other franchises. But right now, Activision, you need to do something to help that stock rebound. Because and you not releasing a Switch version of Spyro Reignited Trilogy at all, because fuck the consumer and what the consumer wants. That just shows, and again, that you don't care and that you're self sabotaging. You had the balls to put Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy on Nintendo Switch. You have no excuse for why you are putting on Spyro Reignited Trilogy, except for the big releases that are coming out. Well, one came out already, and another one is about to be out. So, that's all for now. So, motherfuckers,